Oh, good evening, everyone. Before I start talking a lot, I'll probably wait a couple of minutes in here to see what's going on and stuff like that. But if you have any questions, just go ahead and shoot them at me. We're gonna probably wait like 3 or 4 minutes, let a few other people get online before we really get into this. So, I don't think I have the most efficient setup. I assume that people can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me. Awesome. Yeah. So just gonna wait a couple more minutes, let a couple other people join, get this thing rolling. But if you have any questions, let's go ahead and shoot them at me. I know a lot of you here who are here early are like, you guys really back me, and I really appreciate that. So one thing that will help me make this live really successful is if you shoot in with questions or comments. Where can I keep the computer where I'll be able to see everything? That is the question. So one of the things I saw recently, I don't know. So I don't know who you guys buy your knives from. I buy my knives from lately it's been more and more like directly from the creator and the maker. But when I do buy from an online store, it's mostly DLT, sometimes Knife Ship Free or White Mountain. Never Knife Center though. Like I mean in the beginning maybe I did, but not anymore. Um, I just don't find it as convenient, and I'm just not interested in the knives that they have really. You love how I strop. Thanks, Marty. You like to see that smooth action there. Um, so I have about, I don't know, four, five. I have four sets of scenery here of different knives. Uh, some and each of them have a theme. So this one has a theme. What you see on the table, and maybe I didn't center that the best. It has a theme for the year or for like something that I like. And I've done this 4 times. I've picked out 4 sets of knives. So I guess my question is, can you guess what this set of knives means? Um, this compression lock up here that they have that the Vosteed has done, that of course Spyderco took over. But if I met a guy and they were someone who worked lightly with a knife, not necessarily like a Parks and Recs guy, but like someone who's just like using a knife in a regular sort of way, I think that my number 1 and 2 knife would be the Raccoon and the Porcupine. Like these guys with the compression locks on top, just like Spyderco has, just amazing. Another one I would recommend, a little bit more expensive, is the Martin. This guy is also awesome, but also has that top liner lock. How many people do we have in here? Let's see. Can't tell. Okay, we have 17 viewers. All right, cool. So we have a number of different giveaways. I'm going to start from small and get bigger. Yeah. If you were trying to figure out what is like the theme of this table, the other ones are more obvious. This one happens to be things that were exciting, but also things that like the channel really liked, like things that the channel really liked in some way or another, like small American knife makers, like the Scrawny Lumberjack, Kyle, I think his name is, and then Christian Leishan, obviously, might be on tonight. I don't know, but Little Canuck, absolutely amazing. They really like that kind of video. Um, and then this Elation Woodsman, which I just got, pretty new to the channel. And then things like when I warn them about things, like so the Kitsune right now, you can get this knife, Bark River knife, on 154 cm at DLT for $135. So if you've never bitten on a Bark River knife, like getting something like this for 135 when it's on a deep sale might make sense, and that's the kind of thing that I try to do. I think the most watched video I had this knife was about this guy. This is the light fin, the Puko. Yeah, it's $25 knife BPS, and I think that the most views I got for any knife this year was this little guy. So that's what all these knives represent. Cool. All right, so I have lots of different things to give away tonight. I have at least 5 different configurations or 5 different things that I want to give away together. I'm going to start with something that probably has the lowest value, super easy to get. I mean, not to get, but just all right. So first off, I got this knife because it looked so ridiculous. Like I literally went online and tried to find the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. So I'm going to give away this, and I'm going to give away this little pry bar tool from BPS. So this is just a warm up, people. But yeah, so look at how awesome this is. Just imagine like someone like tries to mess with you, and you just pull out this thing. They're going to leave you alone. Not because this knife is dangerous, but anyone who would pull out this knife and try to threaten someone is dangerous. This thing is more of a liability to the person wielding it than anyone else. Like this thing is absolutely the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. So I'm giving away this beautiful knife, approximate value infinity, and this pry bar tool as my first giveaway. Don't worry, it gets better from here. I promise that it can only get better. Just so you know, you in the description of this video is the comment picker video. If you haven't done it already, you need to click on that video. The announcement for this, if you're a Patreon subscriber, I gave a link to that too. You need to find the comment picker video. It is down in the description of this. You might need to like turn off the live screen for a minute and go to my channel and find it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to leave a comment on that video that will enter you to win everything I'm giving away tonight. You got to do that. I also hope that you are all obviously subscribed. That would be super, super awesome. I'm going to take a sip of my adult beverage now. All right. Look, I even got the box for this. I don't have the. I just started throwing away boxes. Like I don't even care. But I do have the box for my Klingon knife here, or whatever we're gonna call this. This is the worst knife I bought this year. If anyone was curious, like what's the worst knife Sharp Ends bought this year, it's this dude right here. I actually bought this. I paid money for this knife. It wasn't even sent to me. I mean, no one sends me anything, basically, like no knife companies except for they're really bad. But this was lately I just say no, I don't want to see your crappy knife. But obviously I'm more into this because I like to buy knives and I like to share it. I'm not. None of this is nothing you see on the table is given to me for free. Cool. All right, so we're gonna give this away. Did everyone make their comment? Everyone make their comment. All right. So for this, by the way, what's the name of this? For this double turbo, guys, this is named the double turbo. Okay, I'm giving away the double turbo and a pocket pry bar. That's the first prize. This is the warm up. Let's see how much I can screw this up. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go to the comment picker. Hopefully everyone has put in their name or made a comment. Where's my random comment viewer? All right. So I'm going to reload this page. And I have 26 individual comments. So there's no repeats allowed. When I pick a random YouTube comment, the winner will come up. So, and you have to be online for all of these. So I'm doing like 5 or 6 or 7 of these. So you have to be online, okay? You can't go away. Get a drink. I haven't decided or not, and you guys can decide. Am I letting people win multiple prizes, or do I always give it to someone new? Or if someone wins twice, do they get to pick the one that came up or the one that was gone and then I re-roll for the other one? I don't know. That seems like a lot of trouble to me. I think I'll just go with whoever wins wins. Are you guys okay with that? All right. All right. So for the double trouble, man. And by the way, the lockup on this is really solid. Like it's really great. And these things are super sharp. Like, wow, you better watch out, man. Gas station knives around the world are trembling in their fuel tanks. All right, let's pick who's winning this guy. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Oh no. See, and then they give me an ad. Like I thought I had all this figured out. No, I don't want to do that. Pick a comment. All right. All right. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Starfire 333. Thanks for the opportunity. Got notification on, so evading the streak hope of winning something. All right, cool, dude. Are you online? That is the question. Starfire 333. Are you online right now? So Starfire, are you here? Is that SS Sergeant Maximus? Is that you? I need to know that you're here. Are you here, or I'm going to pick someone else, which is going to totally suck. Although, this is what you're missing out on. So, maybe you'll win again later. All right. So I'm going to follow my own rules. I'm just going to go ahead and pick another one. All right. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Pick another one. Cool, man. Thanks for the content. 13 Enja M1N. Are you here? Are you here? Cool. All right. This is all you got to do, dude. You got to email me. You're gonna say what you won. What you won was the double trouble, and this dude here, this pry bar from BPS. And you need to email me at. I don't seem to have my email address available, but it is sharpends4279 at gmail.com. It's also in my description and in my bio. So that's sharpends4279 gmail.com. Cool. Email me, tell me what you won, and we'll do that. All right, guys. Before I put these knives away, congratulations, dude. You're in for a world of your enemies are in for a world of hurt. Let me just tell you, man. You pull this out on someone, they're really going to be impressed. Absolutely, 100% impressed. All right, that was the lowest gift tonight, people. The lowest one. So before I do a change of scenery here, could you guys just good night, everyone. Oh, you're going to bed already? Really? For the lowest one? All right. Is there anything else anyone would like to say about any of these knives before I put them away and bring out the next change of scenery? Let's see. Man, the Woodsman here, brand new knife here to the channel. Someone traded with me. Viewers will sometimes email me or say, hey, do you want to trade or whatever? And I do that all the time, man. If you ever see a knife that's been on my channel and you're like, I'd like that, and I know he'd like this, yeah, send me an email, dude. Absolutely 100% will trade you knives or buy a knife from you, or sell a knife for that matter. So, just hit me up. Sometimes I won't. I'll tell you right away. I won't jerk you around. Don't. Dude, this in-pocket carry here is freaking awesome for my Lycian. This is actually from, I think it's Creeley. Yeah. Dude, this guy, this Waxed Wing, who makes these Aspens, freaking awesome, dude. I think I got this for 125 right now. They're going for 155 on his website. Absolutely amazing. All right. All right, guys, next change of scenery and then the next giveaway. I have got some knives here for you. You can pick the theme of this group of knives. I mean, obviously, the 4 on the left are pretty obvious, right? 2 on the right might be a little less so, but... All right, so yeah, you know, like all right, the Nessmuk, and if you haven't read the book about Nessmuk, it's incredible. Like he designed this knife, this pattern knife, and I think the Bark River version of this is the closest to the true pattern that he actually has drawn in his books. It's very thin, and the handle shape and the shape overall is the closest to the true Nessmuk design that I've seen as far as every historical picture I've ever seen. Now, the Northern Hunter series here, and I've got 3 LT Wrights right here, which are they're all Nessmuks. I'm only missing the large. I've got the extra small, the small, and the extra large. I used to have a large, but I sold that one. Do I regret that? I mean, for a set, sure. Although I really don't use these knives that much. I do use this guy a lot, actually. The small one rather than the extra small. I think this is called the Muck, actually, but you know what I mean. And this is the Northern Hunter, and this is the extra large Northern Hunter. But yeah, but yeah, they're cool. Yeah, prepping food is a really good guess. I use a lot of these for this. This is the Aurora 3. It was made as an April Fool's joke. The Aurora from Bark River Knives is a capable, handy knife, kind of like this, you know, different blade shape, but about this size, right? And this one viewer, I can't remember his name, this one YouTuber put on the Reddit that they should make an Aurora 3, and instead of being, you know, a practical size around like 6 inches or whatever, make one that's, I think this is 13 or 12 inches. And it's a giant Scandi. 8 inches. 8-inch chef's knives, basically, but it's so thick, man. Convex grind. And this is just a ridiculous piece of steel. But yeah, it stays in my kitchen. 3V too, which is freaking phenomenal. This LT Wright, this is the large powder. I love these double red scales, man, that they have. All right, so what is next? You can see I like the double red scales. I got several of them. You know, for the channel, what's next is that we're going to be giving away a flashlight here next. This is going to be the Sofern. I've got to start moving it up now that we got some more people online. This Sofern I bought 2 years ago to give away at my last giveaway, and I forgot to, and it's still brand new in box, but it's still a freaking phenomenal flashlight. I have never opened it up. This is brand new. I did review this, and I do have videos on this, but it has this big sidecar here, which is both white and every single color. It's also a battery bank. It also has a front light. And this thing is just like, it's a cheap kind of flashlight, but it's one that I truly believe is a great flashlight. And yeah, we're going to give it away right now. Again, you need to go to the comment picker video. You need to leave a comment. And hi, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, thank you guys. So I hope that you've left a comment on the comment picker video. I'm changing the scenery. If you missed the beginning of this, I'm changing the scenery during different giveaways. Each one has a kind of theme. This is my second theme. I'm giving away this Sofern right now, which was a flashlight that I got about 2 years ago. All right, I hope that you guys have left a comment on the comment picker video. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right. We're not very professional around here, guys. We're going to the comment picker video. All right. I'm going to reload. And we've got 31 individual comments right now. So we're giving away this Sofern. And I'm giving away these knives because I want to thank the community. Let's see who is our next winner. Stuart 616, 6186. Stuart. All right, you're the winner of this flashlight. That's very cool. All you got to do is tell me that you're here. Are you here? Leave a comment. Can you please spam right now? There's a little bit of a delay on this video here, so I got to wait a second, waiting for the winner of this. But in the meantime, what I'm going to tell you to do, Stuart, is to send me an email at sharpends4279 and leave a comment. Are you here? Oh, yeah, you're there, boy. All right, cool. So send me an email. And unless this is the Stuart that I personally know, in which case that's hilarious. And I will see you some other time. All right, cool. So the Surfer won. I need to know that you won this. I need your mailing address in the United States, and I will send it to you. Well, Canada, I'll risk Canada. All right. Second prize gone. Email me, tell me what you won. All right. What am I going to give away next? All right, this is, again, I am working up to the best things of the night. So this is a BPS sharpener kit. It's got 2 different stones and a leather, and it comes with this green oxide stuff, which I don't actually like. If you win this and you email me and you tell me, I'll put some really good diamond emulsion on this leather instead. But it's got a leather and 2 stones. And this, I think, I can't remember what the grits are. I don't want to pull them out of there right now. I think the grits are something like 600 or 800 and 300 or 260 or something like that. About that range, you know, the usual thing. And this drop. So I'm just giving this away. And then also, hey, don't worry, dude. That's not the only thing that's going away with this lovely package. This is a knife that was sent to me for free. One of the very few I've ever gotten from Barry Sale. 3.3 D2 blade. Yeah, look at this king. This thing is going to rock your world, dude. Again, we're at the bottom tier of what I'm giving away. But I am giving away some things. All right. I've got some knives worth over $100. I swear. This one is not one of them. So we're giving away this BPS sharpening kit with this little leather bag. And we're giving away this here Barry Sale knife. Cool. So any other questions about the knives that I have on the table? Before I get to it, leave a comment, please. I hope you guys have all subscribed. This guy I got for $100. This is the Muck, and I got it from their Pothouse membership. I suggest everyone get that and do that. It is really cool. Thank you to everyone who's online right now. That is awesome. Doesn't seem like on my... I just want to try to reload something real fast. Cool. All right, so we're going to give this away now. All I need you guys to do is make sure that you've left a comment on the comment picker video again, you've subscribed, and you're online. And then you're going to email me when you win. Think positive. All right. I'm going to take a sip of my adult beverage. All right, prize package number 3. Promise, gets better from here. I've got 4 more after this. Okay, so I want to get to the comment picker. Here we are. I'm going to reload it. Right now it says I have 32 individual comments. Now we're at 34. Okay, so I'm going to pick another name. No whammy, no whammy. We're giving away, oh, what was the name of this thing? The other one was Double Trouble. The Barry Sale. Let's talk about the name of that, dude. Look at these ergos, man. You're really excited about this piece of D2 manliness right here. I know. Look at that clip. Look at those speed holes. You're super stoked for this. I will say this BPS sharpening kit might be the the best thing about this package. All right, let's go. Great channel. Thanks for the opportunity. Weld and Carry. I just saw your name flash up before, so you have won something at least. And again, you will have the chance of winning something else. All you got to do is email me sharpends4279 sharpends4279 gmail.com. All right, cool. And tell me what you won, please, because I don't want to have to watch a video and go back through it again. I know we're all honest here. I have ways of checking. All right. It's time to change the scenery. Congratulations, Weldon. That is awesome. Can't believe you won that spectacular specimen of a knife. And that sharpening kit. That is actually cool. I never used it either. I've got other stuff, but it seems really cool. And I think that if you're not going to use it, someone else you know will use it. All right, change of scenery time. All right. So the last two sets of scenery have all been fixed blades. This is the only set of scenery which will be folders. Again, each set of scenery has a very loose theme. But see if you can name every knife on this table. Do you know what that is? What generation it is? If you don't know what this is, yeah, I don't even know why you're watching my channel. This is seriously like, this has been my favorite knife for 3 years. Folder. Oh yeah, you got the old school gravity knife here. No M-lock on this, biatch. That's a good one. And is that even a folder? Maybe it's not a folder. I know you don't know what that is. Anyone who can name every single knife on this table gets a free prize. It might be stupid, but I'll give you a prize if you know what every single knife on this table is. So this is just my one set of folders that I'm going to show off tonight. I know I mainly do fixed blades, but I thought I would just show off a few of these guys. And the theme, what is the theme? Does anyone have a guess? Yeah, basically crazy unique blades. Things that give me joy for one reason or another that are just weird and also like unique in some way. They're part of my collection for a reason and I would never get rid of them. But they're also not necessarily practical, except for two of them, which are, well, three of them that are extremely practical. You know, the quiet carry here, the Waypoint. Absolutely hollow ground Vanex. Simple design. Absolutely love it. The Sea Otter, simple design. Ray Laconico, made in America. Just super simple slabs of titanium, and it just works. You know, it's like the only knife you need the rest of your life. And the TRM would be the other practical one. Now this is very thin behind the edge, but like if you're working in an office every day or whatever, all you need is a neutron or an atom. This thing, the action on it, just, you know, a little simple liner lock, really classy titanium scales. Now they don't even make this anymore. This is like really old school. Yeah, this ProTech is the Strider one that I think they just lost the license to. And I do have probably 20 automatic knives. You never see them on my channel anymore, but the side opening automatic in particular, there was a time and space in my life where I got a lot of them, and I got to tell you, this Strider version is great because I'm not going to pay $800 for lock stick or whatever it costs to get a Strider. I'd love a Strider. Hey, if you have a Strider and you want to loan it to me for like 2 weeks, dude, I will send you any knife you see tonight or anything else I have. And we can just do a little trade. I would love to see a Strider. Yeah, this Ultim one is pretty cool. This is only $80 knife, $70 knife. The PR7 Riot. Very cool. Cool. So what is he going to give away next? I'm going to give you guys what I consider, and I didn't do a video about this. All right, let me ask you guys, what do you think is the flashlight of the year? What do you think I'm going to say? Like, seriously, if you know anything about flashlights, what flashlight am I giving away right now? I'm going to have a little adult beverage while you consider that question. All right. So I'll give you another clue to this. No, it's not Olight. No, it's not Arc Pro. Not Arc Pro. It is actually the only company that currently sponsors me, and not sponsor me. They don't send me money or anything. They send me whenever they have a new product, they send it to me. And it's one that I got on board with years ago before I was ever a channel or whatever. I had their flashlights. I always loved them. They're a Chinese company. Um, can you name a really great flashlight that comes from that's American made? I can't. I really can't. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So yes, it is Chinese made. It's brand new. I'll leave it on. So this company, yes, Wubin. Who got that? Mr. Mouse, you got it. Yeah, Wubin, Weldon Carry. Yeah, it's a G5. This guy I got at the beginning of the year, and Wubin turned 9 years old. Yeah, 9. And they send me things for free, and I make videos about their stuff. They sent me a 9th edition, a 9 year anniversary flashlight. I have not taken this out. It is brand new. As soon as I got it, I knew I was going to give it away on my next live stream, which has been months since then. But this little guy has a pivoting head up here. Changes. It has a drivers for both every single like RGB color and white, and it has a little rotary dial, and you push the rotary dial in to turn it on and off, and the lock button's right there. So I'm giving this away. It's never been opened. This is, I think, only was sent to people who like were in the company. So I'm not really in the company. I don't get paid, but they send me free stuff, and they send me that and a flashlight, that and a hat and a T-shirt. So I'm giving this away. This was the best thing that was in that package. Cool. Have you left a comment on the comment picker? Let me read some comments here. Yeah, the G5. Wubin makes them great. They really do. And this guy is so thin in the pocket too. Like, it's super great. All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, I do flashlight content. There's not many people out there that do. I do like a good flashlight. My major in college was actually lighting design. So flashlights and lights are just something that I really like. I just reloaded this. I'll reload it in front of you as well. All right, again, we're giving away this G5, which I think is the best flashlight that came out this year from Wubin. Yeah, look up my reviews. Hey, if you don't watch my videos or whatever, go on my channel and look up my review of this. You'll see why I love it so much. All right. Oh, also, I think in the description, yeah, I'm going to self-promote right here. That I have a coupon for 10 or 20% off down below, like in my description. Totally. Like, I only make money from Wubin, and if you click on an Amazon link, that's basically it. Or you're a Patreon supporter, which, thank you so much for being a Patreon supporter. All right, who's the winner? No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Thomas McDonald 4425. Keep up the good work, sharp ends. All right, are you here, Thomas McDonald? Let me see if I got a comment here. Do we have a comment from Thomas McDonald? Do we have a comment from him? Dude, I hope you're here, man, because I don't want to re-roll. So go ahead and... Hey, you're there. Okay, great. Sharp Ends 4279. Send me your address. Tell me what you won, and I will send this to you. I got to tell you guys, I lose a lot of money on this channel. I was just saying that I got that for free, but honestly, like, 99.9% of this I get. I have to, I make maybe $100 a month off of ad revenue. And a little bit of money off of Amazon. So I'm doing this literally because I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And yeah, I've got 3 more. Oh, shoot. I've got 3 more things to give away. And I have one more change of scenery, too. I think we should talk about some more of these knives first, though. I am going to be giving away this BPS knife, which I actually don't know what it is. It seemed to be a limited edition / I don't know. It's got a guard on it, and it's a BPS knife, so you can bang it up. You can put this in the bed of your truck or your glove box. This is the stainless version, not their carbon steel version. Yeah. So, and it comes with this dangly. You can take the dangly off, but it comes with this. And I haven't molded this or anything. And in fact, I haven't used this knife. The only thing I've done is put Wicked Wax on it. I knew immediately when I got it that it was going to head to a viewer. And then we've got our final two big knives of the night. But first, we're going to talk about some of these knives. HK5, maybe. I'd love to know what it actually is. Winter Blade Coat. I've got three of his knives. We got the Severin, the Mirage, and the Auto, the semi-auto, or yeah. And I was really excited about their stuff, and his stuff is very exciting, especially his videos. Like this Severin has like all the locking mechanisms are put in together, and it's got laser bacon. Would I buy it today? Absolutely not. But a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, that's where I was. Now I rather spend my money other ways. Am I sad that I have this? Absolutely not. This thing is super fun and unique. Does anyone else have any winter Blakos? This, I believe, is called the Nexus. I got it a couple of years ago, and I got it because it reminded me of a designer that I really liked, who died. He was actually shot by the police, but he seemed to be having some mental issues at the time. There were some issues with that. I'm blanking on his name. I'm sure everyone will scream the name at me here in a second. I don't know if this is a knockoff or not, but I couldn't find any of his knives anywhere, and this kind of reminded me of it. This is Wong design. But yeah. Someone's going to come up here with a name here in a second. But unique design, kind of cheap, and just like cyberpunk, which I kind of like. It's got this strange action to it as well, and it's a front flipper as well as a regular flipper. Like you can flip it like that, and then you can flip it like that. Like, there's like multiple different ways to do this. Just a fun little knife. Carbon fiber inlays. What's his name? Can't remember. The smock here. This was a build and a half. I took a long time to build this guy. I replaced the scales with this Ripple titanium. I replaced the ball and the button and made skiff bearings, deep carry lynch clip. That's why I like Spyderco's. If you're going to get me to buy a Spyderco these days, it's because it's a steel that I really like and I want to do a build. And so Techuan, Taiwan is the best OEM for Spyderco in my opinion, and this is Rex 45. So when I saw this, it was just like a Stormtrooper special. It had like these white scales. Actually, they're right here. It was like this Stormtrooper special. I think it was White Mountain. Can't remember. Smoky Mountain. But I was like, yeah, I'm getting that. And then I'm going to spend twice as much to make it look super sick. But I only do that like once a year these years. I mean, I haven't done one since this one. It's been a while. Nucleus, yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, this is a Chevis. This is the Chevis Redemption 229, but I sent it to Way of Knife, EDC Wayhouse, and I asked them for Day of the Dead theme. They sent me this pattern, sugarcane skulls, and they did this pattern for me, and they did it. And now actually, it's a regular feature of theirs. Like they actually offer it as a pattern. I said I wanted paisley, and then I wanted skulls on front, and they designed. I had to pay an extra $25 or something, and now they actually offer it as a pattern. But I think this Redemption with a kickstop, like that flipper tab doesn't come over here. It kickstops down, rests in there, frame lock. So I had EDC EDC. You know what I mean. Sorry, too much adult beverage. But yeah, very, very nice, like hollow grind. If you don't know the Redemption or Chavez, awesome, great guy. All right, time for another giveaway. Yeah, I said I was going to give away this guy. This is a BPS knife, and I believe it is Ash. very light. Maybe it's not ash. Maybe it's walnut. Doesn't look like ash. It's got a hidden tang and it's got a guard here. I've covered it with some Wicked Wax, but it's a stainless version of this. And it's got a nice dangler. So we're going to give that away right now. I hope you've left a comment on the comment picker video. And then we're going to do a change of scenery with the knives, and we're going to go away from the pocket knives. So if you have any other questions about that, get them ready. All right, so here we are on the picker, and I am going to reload the page. Got 46 comments right now, individual comments, and we're going to pick a random winner and see who won. All right, you guys ready? All right, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Stephen Parks, 8983. Stephen Parks, are you here? Please leave a comment. Stephen Parks, are you here? I hope you're here, dude. All you're gonna have to do is email me at sharpends4279. And then I want you to let me know that you're here. And there you are. Cool. Thanks, man. That is awesome. So glad you won a knife. Let me know what your email address is. I mean, your mailing address is, okay? Cool. Congratulations. That is awesome. Don't forget to let me know what you won, too. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, we got 2 more guys to give away, and I don't know which one to give away first. Where did the other one go? Well, that might solve the problem. It was just there. Where did you go? All right, I've given away both of my flashlights, the Sofern and the other thing. Now, if you guys are wondering, I give away a knife every month to my Patreon supporters. Oh, there it is. I give a knife away to all of my Patreon supporters every month. They pay $3 a month to get entered to win that or more. I've got someone who's actually giving me a lot more than that, and thank you so much for that support. They are able to help subsidize those giveaways. Like, most of the knives I give away are much more than I get on Patreon. But they're knives I don't want to keep in my collection, and it's easy to have them kind of subsidize my knife fetish. And so I can buy a knife, I can look at it, I can review it, I can make some content, and then I can give it away. So if you're at all thinking about supporting me, I would really appreciate it. Dude, this EXO, this thing is freaking awesome. It's so fun. Talk about adult fidget toy. All right. So we're going to put these guys away, and I'm going to bring out the last set of scenery for the last 2 knives. All right, last set of knives coming up. All these kind of had a theme before. This one kind of has a theme too, honestly. I won't tell you what I'm pulling out yet until you see the knives that I've pulled out. But you guys can guess what the theme of this might be. And I've got 2 more knives to give away. Oh, thank you for that donation, dude. That is awesome. I really appreciate it. More than you can possibly know, dude. Like, that, like, just makes this whole endeavor worthwhile and also, like, affordable. You know, I'm not a rich man, but I do have an addiction. So you're just an enabler, if you will. All right, here are the knives. So, what is the theme? Thank you so much, Nick. That is so awesome, dude. I really appreciate you. You know, there are 2 knives that kind of got me kicked off on fixed blades, and I really started off as a channel that was really only focused on folders, learning it. Like I told everyone, like, I don't know much. I like folders. I'm going to explore that. I've carried a knife my whole life, but as far as like getting into higher end stuff, and for me at the time, higher end stuff was anything over $50. Um, I hadn't gone there. And then I started to, I had fixed blades. I had lots of fixed blades, but they're all like cheap bottom basement stuff. One of the very first, so the two fixed blades that I bought, the very first two fixed blades that I bought were, can you guess? Are these two right here. Now, as far as, yeah, camping, woodcraft, but like what my channel is good at, I think too. These were the first two fixed blades that I got that I spent more than $50 on. They are the Bravo by Bark River Knives, and they are the Genesis from LT Wright. Now, if you had to pick two knives to give to someone to like tell like what a good knife is for camping or bushcraft or whatever, it would be one of these two, I think. Like, you can't go wrong with these two, right? As far as like, widely available and known well, good reputation, easy to get as an amateur, it'd have to be these two guys. Yeah, in general, this is about wood processing, and it's about like what I like to do, which is carpentry and making fine cuts. Yeah, like these are the OGs, right? Yeah, I definitely agree with you, outdoor analyst. And then there's some knives that have come out recently, which I do use these knives, but there's knives that I use more than these knives nowadays, as I'm sure you do too, outdoor analyst. Like this Euro Bushcrafter, the bottle Coke, the Coke bottle handle, like this. As far as being a Scandi Vex and about the same size, honestly, I think it's better than the Genesis. Um, it's also a better steel, and the handle feels really good. I love this hand. Don't get me wrong. This handle is like 9 out of 10 for me. This is basically 10 out of 10. The first production, I'm surprised this didn't do better. I mean, I know that this stupid fire steel jimping thing on top looks stupid, and you just naturally don't want to buy it because of that. But the way that this carves, and you can use it as a microplane to like do things with, it's just incredible. Yeah, so any of the three sizes of the TJ Swartz knives should be on your list. If you don't have one, get one. The small one, this is the Sport, and I do have the large one too. Where's the large one? I'll try to show you the difference between the large and the small. Where'd it go? I've got a giant cabinet next to me. Here it is. So this is the large, this is the small, and then they have the Sport X, I believe. It's right in between these two. I use this in I take this camping with me, and I put it in my camp kitchen, the large one, and the small one I take with me to do work because it's Magna Cup. I do work on a tall ship called the Gazella. It's 125 years old this year, and I'm going to be taking it up the Chesapeake. If you're in the Chesapeake and you can go to a tall ship show, I'll probably be on that boat giving tours. So that's a good way to meet me and talk with me, and maybe I can do a pocket check on you. But I carry this knife a lot, along with a Lation little Canuck. I carry this a lot because of the utility of this blade shape and everything else. I actually am working on design for my own knife that I know so stupid. Everyone does that. But really focused on sailing a reefer's knife, but for a modern reefer knife, not like what the Meyer Chen makes and stuff like that. Something kind of based on this format, but it just needs a couple of different modifications to make it super useful to me. Check out the Gazella, 125 years old. All right. Do I have any questions? Picked up a Euro and I stole it a few weeks ago. It was fantastic. I'm glad you stole it. It's your own Christmas present. Yeah, all right, cool. I have a couple other knives here I want to talk about. I'm going to give away my next to last knife. All right, so I've got two knives to give away. I hope you've left a comment. You've gone down below. You've seen the comment picker video, and you've left your comment. Where are they? I just had them. Did I put them somewhere safe? For me, oh, there's one. There's two. Great. All right, cool. I'm going to give a fixed blade away as my last knife, and it's one that I can highly recommend. It is not the most expensive thing I've given away tonight, but it's the one that I can recommend the most. But before that, I'm going to give away the only fold. No, that's not true. I gave away the double trouble. Oh my god! If you guys missed the double trouble at the beginning of tonight's feed, I'm just going to show you guys. I already forget who won this. But someone tonight won the double trouble, and I think a lot of you weren't here when I gave away my first knife, so I just want to show you what you missed out on. Look at the double trouble guy. Look at that. Dude, you'd run away because someone pulled this out on you and you knew they were clinically insane, not because you thought this was dangerous. This is more dangerous to whoever is possibly using. I mean, like, seriously? I don't even know what they were thinking about this. Anyway, I gave this away. Good thing you showed up late. Are you happy? All right, cool. But no, I'm not giving that away. What I'm giving away is the Keen from Seth Owens, Monterey Bay Knives. This is a folder from CJRB, and this is this S90V? Kind of, or is it the RMP9? No, I don't have my readers on. I think this is just AR RPM9, but very cool, slick, very small knife, and I'm giving it away. So there you go. I hope everyone left a comment. This is the Keen. I love Monterey Bay Knives. Did I forget? You know, one, oh no, I did talk about it. I talked about Monterey Bay Knives in one of my other scenes earlier. But, like, you know, the Rosalinda, that action. I don't know if you can tell how little effort I'm putting into this. Like, this thing just flies out. ZDP 189. Oh, only one thumb stud. It's like, yeah, just open it, dude. Look at that. Anyway, same designers, Monterey Bay Knives. This is a budget version, but very thin behind the edge. And just a sweet little, like, this isn't going to scare Irma the lunch lady. If you pull this out to cut up, open your milk box, like, you won't get in trouble for this. All right, so who's going to win this? That is the question. All right. So, thank you guys for watching all my content, leaving comments. I hope you're doing that. I hope you're all subscribed. You're all going to email me tonight with not only are you going to email me that you won a prize, but that you have a knife you want to share with me. Maybe I'll trade something. I'm going to reload this page so that I can help make content and stuff like that. Okay, random YouTube pick concert comment picker. We've got 52 individual comments. That's awesome. All right, we're going to pick someone, okay? You guys ready? All right. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Nicholas 2040. I need this. Been searching for some knives to use during my fishing trips. Great. Awesome. This actually isn't that bad of a knife to have for this because it's like kind of like a needle point, and it's going to be really good for cutting the fishing line and stuff like that. It's actually something I wouldn't necessarily be against. Cool. All right. Are you here, Nicholas? Yeah, here. All right, cool, dude. Email me at sharpends4279@gmail.com, and I will send this to you. I need your address. All right, guys. This is a little ridiculous. I should not have given away so much stuff. There's a couple other knives on here I want to talk about before we do the final drawing. The water moccasin is a knife that I think did not get enough love in its drop. It was available forever. The Dan Taupe design. Now, I got Osage Orange, and I got these mosaic pins, but it came in all kinds of different things. This sweep and this curve, number one, it's the best steak knife I've ever had in my life, but it also is really good at processing any kind of small game or fish. But I absolutely love this. And I actually got an aftermarket in-pocket carry leather sheath for it. Excuse me. Where did it go? Oh, right here. From Beard and Owl, I believe it was. Or no, this is another guy. Beard and Owl is also awesome, but I can't read the name right now, and I don't have my readers on. But this little guy, and it also sold at DLT. If you just go to DLT and do in-pocket carry or leather sheath, you'll find these guys. But perfect for the water moccasin from Dan Taupe. Knife that did not get enough love, and I'm just going to throw it out there. I think it's freaking awesome. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the email was sharpends4279 at gmail.com. And it's also on my profile, my homepage. Like it's easy to find my contact there. You just send me an email there. That's sharpends4279 at gmail. And then there was one other thing, two other things I really wanted to talk about. I got this Magnamax knife from Creeley, and this was one of the last things that Niagara ever did. It was a test sheet of this new steel from Laren Thomas, based off of Magna Cup, but gets rid of some of the. I don't know the new mix. I'm sorry. I'm not a metallurgist, but makes it emphasis on edge retention in sacrifice to some water corrosion, but still, like waterproof, water resistant. But anyway, I've used this a lot. It's very small. This is the Minnow. I also have a Mako, which for a long time was my favorite ever in pocket carry knife. This guy here, and you can see they share a lot of the same DNA. And both of them have really nice in pocket carry sheaths, leather sheaths. This guy has the inline center one, which I like. And actually, he made the one that I now use for my Lycian. And I bought it from him at the Lehigh Valley Knife Show, which I will be at again this year. I think it's in February or March. So if you're going to be at the Lehigh Valley during then, you'll be able to meet me. But he also made this. He didn't make it. He has a friend who makes them. This leather sheath here with the ulti clip on the side. But anyway, this little dude, absolutely awesome. And I'm really excited about the state of steel. Like I feel like with Laren Thomas as our shepherd, we are heading in a better direction. Yeah, I'm in PA. I live right outside of. I live between between Philadelphia and the Poconos. But yeah, the Lehigh Valley Knife Show. Check him out. Also, the guy that is another PA guy is the Waxed Wings guy, Aspen and the Chitin and other things. And he makes his knives for 125 to $150. Another PA maker who's selling this stuff really way too cheaply, but it just started. Check him out, waxedwings.com. I always like to support the small makers who I really like, and I met him at the Lehigh Valley Knife Show. Really, really, really well worth supporting. He does a drop every Friday at 4:30, which is 10 minutes after 4:20. All right, so the last thing that I'm going to be giving away is the DBK Bushmate, which is a collaboration with BPS, something I can highly recommend. And it comes with this fire steel. And yeah, that's going to be the last thing of the night. And then we'll stick around chat for a few more minutes. I've got a little bit more adult beverage. Fire steel is actually pretty good. BPS made in Ukraine. And yeah, I've always liked supporting their work and their stuff. And I think that they're awesome. Yeah, he really did have nice stuff. K390, but stainless. Well, I'm excited about that. Thank you for mentioning that. So, I've been talking to the guy at Scrawny Lumberjack, and I believe his name is Kyle. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he had a plate of K390, and I have him making me a custom knife for me, semi-custom. And I'm super stoked about that, and I'm waiting for that to come in. It should come in the next couple of weeks, and it's probably the most exciting thing that I have. K390 from Scrawny Lumberjack. Scrawny Lumberjack. Do you know who Scrawny Lumberjack is? You should find out who he is if you don't know. Where is his knife? This is one of his knives. This was actually one that was a prototype that he never ended up making. I think I got it through strange ways. I think Outdoor Analyst maybe gave this away on a giveaway, and then somehow it went to Super Saiyan Bear, and then somehow it made it to me through a trade. But I knew once I saw this knife and this handle and this scale that I had to have his stuff. So I've been talking to him on Instagram, and yeah, I mean, like, this is a Mayberry custom. This is a knife made in titanium, and I asked for synthwave, and he was able to do this for me. So I reached out to him, I talked to him, and I was like, "This is what I want," and I got on his waiting list, and I got it. This is a hollow grind. I didn't want Magna Cut. I wanted a Nitro V, and he had Nitro V, and so he made the blade out of Nitro V for me. Compression lock up here, but really sweetly done inset, kind of like Vosteed does. Synthwave pattern. Hollow grind, very thin behind the edge. Action on it's incredible. So like talking to people is what I like to do now. Is like I know the guy. I talked to him. I've talked to Creeley. I've talked to Shores. I've talked to these guys, and they respond. And then I'm like, "Can you make this for me?" And they do, and that's great. So that means that I've started to move away a lot from the cheaper handmade. Like I'll get a budget knife when it gets a lot of love from the community, and they're all like, "Oh, this thing's changed." Like I said, I think that the raccoon, sorry, the pie, the raccoon and the porcupine are the two best knives that you can offer to someone who doesn't know anything about knives but wants a pocket knife. $50, here you go. Carry this around for 10, 20 years, you'll be fine. So I don't mind a budget knife, but in general, I've started to like. I love form equals function. Forms follows function. That's why the quiet carry knife Waypoint is my favorite. But at the same time, I also do like supporting small makers who I know who I can talk to and be like, "Hey, can you do this for me?" Lyshin is one of those guys too. Obviously, he's a supporter of the channel's member here. All right, we're gonna give away this knife. Are we ready to do this? I'm gonna have a little drink here. All right. April 11th. Thank you. I'll see you there, Fred. I'll wear something special, a rose in my lapel or something. Maybe a name tag. Maybe that's what those things are called. So the Dutch Bushcraft knives. You don't know them. I don't know why you're watching my channel. They're much better than me. You should check them out before you check out me. They're very funny. Two Dutch boys, and they collaborated with BPS, like knife channels do, to make the Bushmate. This is the carbon steel. They went with the carbon steel instead of the stainless. I have covered this in Wicked Wax, and I've tested it and I've cut it, but it's still very sharp. It does have a little bit of patina, but that's what's going to happen with carbon steel. I have not water formed this. So this is the last giveaway of the night, and I want to make sure that you have put your comment in the comment picker video. So down in the description, you have to go to my channel, and in order to win this knife, you need to go over there. Any questions about any of the knives I've shown tonight, or the steels, or what I'm going to do in the future here? I've given away a couple of the projects I'm working on. I'm obviously going to be sailing this year a lot. I wonder if I'll be able to meet any of you guys while I'm going down up the Chesapeake, going to 4 different cities up the Chesapeake during the month of June and July. So if there's a tall ship show near you on the Chesapeake, chances are I will be there in the Gazella. I hope I can meet you there. I'll also be at the Lehigh Valley Knife Show. All right, we're going to give this away. So I'm going to assume everyone is put their comment in the comment picker video. I am going to reload this website, which I've done every single time. I have 59 individual comments. Man, I gave away like 7 or 8 things, and when I started, I only had 35. So a lot of you came late. You missed the opportunity to win the double trouble. Oh my god, that thing was great. All right, let's no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Mr. Moose OL9PW, are you a subscriber? And are you on right now, Mr. Moose? Are you here, Mr. Moose, or are we re-giving this away? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, I think with one knife, did I mention the forest? Dude, Mr. Moose, you here? Ah, you're here. Oh, Mr. Mouse, sorry. Mouse, sorry. Hey, email me at sharpends4279@gmail.com and I will get that to you. Dude, the Forest is freaking awesome, man. So when you look at a regular bushcraft knife, congratulations, Mr. Mouse. Like a regular bushcraft knife, like the Genesis or the Euro, the Scandi and the profile of it are pretty thick behind the edge, and this has a like to the spine proportion to the amount of Scandi convex grind they have on this. It's kind of small, but the handle is just as big, which makes this super good for fine woodworking. And you can see that the Bark River Knives has the compass symbol on there. But it makes it with this hammer grip super easy to shave. It's like a microplane. One of my favorite knives ever. Absolutely great. I'm a big fan of the Scandivex grind. Like someone tells me I have a knife at Scandivex, I'm just like, stop. You had me at Scandivex. Like it's all good, dude. I'll take it, man. And this Magnamax, I'm really curious about this steel. It's a really what do you call it? Intuitive handle shape, but it's just basically like a Euro Coke bottle handle shape, but like on steroids, and it actually really works. Especially, with these smaller knives, I always put a lanyard on here for my picky figure. All right, guys, what questions do you have? Did you get a woodsman? Yeah, so I do. I have a woodsman right here. Christian, hey, what's up, dude? So listen, I got this from a viewer who said he got this from you, or he got it from somewhere. I don't know where he got it, but it's yours. You made this. And he said it's not sharp. I was like, well, what did you do to it? He's like, I swear I didn't do anything to it. So I got it, um, and uh, and it's not that sharp, but I plan on resharpening it. And I meant to talk to you about it, but I haven't emailed you or texted you yet. But yeah, dude, this thing is freaking awesome. Like I absolutely love the ergos of this and these pins. It is so sweet. So yeah, I traded someone. I traded another viewer. Um, I traded a guy, a classic hunter drop point for Bark River Knives. He didn't want this, and I was like, "Yeah, I want it. I'll take it right now. What do you want?" So I'm really stoked about that. And I haven't figured out how I want to sharpen this yet. It's really interesting. It has a little bit of the DNA from the Forest, a little bit. But you look at these traditional type knives, and it's definitely got some DNA there, but it's just unique and really special. It has a sharpening choil, which is such a small feature that no one else have. Christian Elisha made this knife. He's in the chat right now, but absolutely awesome. I love this, and then I have the Canuck, and I have the Bush Dog from him. Like I said, supporting people like him is what really makes me happy. The little Canuck, this finger choil, has become one of my favorite things ever. Absolutely love that. And I have a Bush Dog from him too. Where is it? Where's the Bush Dog? And I've got the Bush Dog from him too. Oof. This guy is big. Good 6-inch blade. Saber grind. Freaking awesome. Yeah, fixed blades are a slippery slope, dude. I also too had 200 folders and not a single fixed blade, except for like cheap ones. And then, like I said, I started off by buying the Bravo from Bark River Knives, and then I bought the Genesis from LT Wright, and it was a slippery slope from there. I've now got way too many. Yeah. Good night, Christian. Yeah. So thankful that he's a supporter of this channel. Um, awesome, awesome maker. All right, guys, those were all the knives I'm giving away tonight. I've been on for a long time, almost an hour and 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, but I really got to thank all of you guys for all of your support. You guys are amazing. If you have any other questions about here, I'll stay on for another couple of minutes. Yeah, see you later, man. Top dog. Have a great night, guys. Leave a comment, follow my videos, leave likes that really help. Leave comments when you can, even when you don't want to. That really helps. I will try to do more live videos later. All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye bye. And now he has to figure out how to stop it. I don't know.